So let's learn about Redis Sorted Set command. So sorted set commands, it is like a set. All the members here are actually unique, and each member here has a score, just like a priority queue. And automatically, all of them are sorted by the score in an ascending order. And also, it supports rank-based queries, and we will see these examples when we write those commands in the Redis CLI, and we'll come to know about all these things. So basically, it looks like this. Each member in a Z set, is stored as a member and a score. For example, let's say I'm storing this like something like this. So Tim is having a score of 200, and Jim is having a score of 100, and Harish is having a score of 150. So they're automatically sorted by the score in an ascending order. So these are some of the list of commonly used Redis sorted commands, and let us explore them in the Redis CLI. Okay, so to add in a sorted set, we use something called a ZADD. Okay, and let's take a key as games, and in this specific games, let's add a score of 100, and let's take score as 500, and let's name the member as Harish. Let's add a few more members. Let's add Tim as 300, and let's add 700 as, let's say, Mary. Okay, so we have these three members been added in the sorted set. So by default, they're sorted in an ascending order. So to get that, we just mentioned ZRANGE. We mentioned the name of the key, and we mentioned start and stop. If you see this way, you'll get all of them are sorted in an ascending order. So right from the Tim, which is having a score of 300, then Harish, which is having a score of 500, and Mary, who is having the score of 700. So it is an ascending order. To get the scores along with them, we can also mention something like with scores. So it is going to give you the name along with the score. Okay. Now to get this in a reverse order, what we can do here is, so let's use with scores, and instead of range, we can just mention reverse range. Okay. So here we'll get it in a descending order. So Mary here is the first, then Harish, then the Tim. You can also see without scores. So we have three names here: Mary, Harish, and name in a descending order. We can also get score of each member using Z score. Okay. Mention games, and like, let's say I want to get score of Harish here. I can get the score as 500. I can also increment the score by using increment by games. Let's say I want to increase the score of Harish by, let's say, 500. Okay, then I can mention this, how much should I increment by, and then the value, that the member value, that is Harish here. So now current my value here is, Harish value here is 1000. So let us find out the same thing using with reverse range with scores. You'll see here now Harish comes as the first. Initially Mary was the first. Now after incrementing it by 500, so Harish is at the top level with the score of 1000. Okay, and similarly we can just count how many members are there in this specific sorted set using Z card. Okay, and you can just mention games here. You see there are three members inside, and there is one more command, Z count. Here based on score, right, we can just find out, like, let's say you have a minimum of 100 and maximum of 800. So within that score count, how many members are there? So right now only Mary and Tim are do satisfy this range, so it is going to give you 2. If I put like 1000 here, it's going to give me 3 members. Or if I just put between 100 to 200, nobody is satisfying this criteria, so we have 0 here. Similarly, we can get the rank of each member. Let's say I use Z rank. I mentioned key as games. I want to get the rank of, let's say, Harish. Now, by default, Z, just like range, no, this is an ascending order. So I will get the rank as 2 because there are 3 elements and I am having the highest score. So my rank is at the last based on the Z rank. I can reverse it. Using reverse rank, I can get the rank as 0. This means I have the first rank here. So also I can, let's say if I want to remove any element, I can use Z remove games. Let's say I want to remove Tim here, right? Okay, Tim. It has removed Tim. So let's see. Okay, let's use ZRANGE games from 0 to -1. So right now we are having only 2 elements because Tim has been deleted from here. So let us revise what we have learned. So let's revise what we have learned here. So for adding elements in the sorted set, we use ZADD. To find out the range in ascending order, we use ZRANGE. To find the scores in the reverse order, we use ZREVRANGE. To get the score of an individual member, we use ZScore. We can increment the score using ZIncrementBy. Okay, this is similar way we can get the reverse range of from descending order. To find out number of elements in the sorted set, we use ZCard. And so we can also count based on the criteria, like what is between a given score, like this is a minimum score and this is a maximum score. How many members qualify here? We can use Z count here. Also, you can use the Z rank here, which we can get the rank of that specific member based on the score. Z ranks gives the rank in an ascending order. If it is having the maximum value, it will be last. Similarly, here if we Z reverse rank, gives you the ranking based on the descending order. Since I had a score of Harish had a score of 1000, it gave me a rank of 0. On similar lines, we can also remove a member from the sorted set using Z remove number, and it's going to remove that number.